The Wannacry ransomware attack. Wannacry spread in May 2017 and moved across the world with shocking speed. The malware targeted Microsoft Windows systems and used a leaked exploit called Eternal Blue. The exploit took advantage of a known flaw in Windows networking. Many systems had not received the patch that fixed the problem. Once WannaCry entered a machine, the malware encrypted files and blocked access. Victims saw their data locked behind a ransom note. The attackers demanded Bitcoin payment for file recovery. Many organizations had no quick way to restore systems. The attack spread through networks without much user action. A single infected machine often led to many more. Hospitals, schools, businesses, factories, and public agencies all suffered. In the United Kingdom, the National Health Service faced major disruption. Staff lost access to records, appointments were canceled, emergency care faced delays. A software attack turned into a real-world health crisis. WannaCry exposed weak patch management across the world. Security teams knew about the flaw before the outbreak. The fix already existed. Many organizations failed to install the update in time. That delay gave the malware room to spread. WannaCry showed a simple lesson. A known weakness becomes a global disaster when large numbers of systems stay unpatched. The Notpetya Attack. Notpetya appeared in June 2017 and first spread through Ukraine. The malware looked like ransomware, but the goal was destruction. Payment did not restore data. The attack wiped systems and pushed organizations into chaos. The malware spread through a compromised software update from a trusted accounting program. That supply chain path gave the attack a fast start. Once inside a network, NotPetya used stolen credentials and the Eternal Blue exploit to jump from machine to machine. Internal networks with weak separation collapsed fast. The damage reached far beyond one country. Shipping firms, banks, manufacturers, and logistics companies lost access to key systems. Maersk suffered one of the most severe business impacts. The company had to rebuild large parts of its IT environment. Other firms reported outages, lost productivity, and major recovery costs. NotPetya showed how dangerous supply chain compromise has become. A trusted update became the entry point. The attack also showed how fast one infected system can spread through connected business networks. The lesson was harsh. Trust in software updates needs strong verification. Without it, the update process itself becomes a weapon. The SolarWinds supply chain attack. The SolarWinds attack came to light in 2020. The compromise began earlier. Attackers inserted malicious code into a software update for the Orion platform. Customers installed the update during routine maintenance and opened the door without knowing. The attack stood out because of its stealth. The code did not launch loud ransomware. The attackers wanted long-term access. They used the trusted update to enter internal systems at government agencies and large companies. The breach stayed hidden for months. The impact reached parts of the United States government and many private organizations. Sensitive systems faced risk because the attackers operated from inside trusted networks. The attack exposed a deep problem in modern security. Many companies trust vendors too easily. A signed update often gets more trust than it deserves. SolarWinds changed security thinking around software supply chains. Teams began asking harder questions about build systems, update integrity, code signing, and vendor oversight. The attack showed how dangerous a hidden compromise inside a software pipeline can become. SolarWinds did not win through noise. SolarWinds won through trust. The Stuxnet cyber operation. Stuxnet was discovered in 2010, and the target set it apart from most malware. The attack focused on industrial control systems tied to Iran's nuclear program. The goal was not data theft. The goal was physical sabotage. Stuxnet attacked systems controlling centrifuges. The malware altered machine behavior while sending normal readings to operators. Screens looked fine, while equipment suffered damage behind the scenes. That deception made the attack especially serious. The operation marked a major shift in cyber conflict. A digital tool had crossed into the physical world. Software no longer meant only stolen files or frozen screens. Software could damage industrial equipment and slow a national program. Stuxnet also showed a high level of planning. The malware used several techniques and deep knowledge of the target environment. The attack did not spread like a public outbreak. The attack acted like a precision strike. Stuxnet changed the way governments and security teams viewed cyber risk. After Stuxnet, industrial systems looked far less isolated and far more exposed. The Equifax data breach. The Equifax breach happened in 2017 and exposed personal data on a massive scale. Attackers used a known vulnerability in a web application framework. A patch already existed, but Equifax did not apply the fix in time. The breach exposed information for about 147 million people. The stolen data included names, birth dates, social security numbers, addresses, and in some cases, driver's license details. That kind of data creates long-term risk. A password can change, a social security number stays tied to a person for years. The damage spread far beyond the first intrusion. Criminals who hold identity data often use it for fraud long after the breach becomes public. Victims face the burden of monitoring accounts, credit files, and loan activity. The breach also damaged trust in the company's core mission. Equifax handled sensitive financial data, yet the company failed to protect basic security infrastructure. Weak patching, weak internal tracking, and late detection all played a role. Equifax became a warning for every company with personal data. Missing one patch can lead to a breach that lasts for years. The Colonial Pipeline Attack. The Colonial Pipeline Attack happened in 2021 and hit critical fuel infrastructure in the United States. The company shut down operations after a ransomware attack reached internal systems. The effects spread fast into daily life. Colonial Pipeline supplies fuel across the East Coast. When the company stopped operations, fuel supply fears spread. Panic buying followed. Some gas stations faced shortages. Prices rose in affected areas. A cyber attack moved from a computer problem to a public disruption. Attackers gained access through a compromised password. A single weak entry point opened the way to a much larger crisis. The company paid a ransom to restore access. The attack pushed governments and companies to take ransomware more seriously. Colonial Pipeline showed how a cyber attack on one critical company affects many people. Transportation, delivery, travel, and emergency planning all depend on digital infrastructure. When a major system fails, the damage reaches far beyond the company itself. The lesson is direct. Critical infrastructure needs stronger passwords, stronger access control, and faster recovery plans.